Afternoon baseball on MLB Network from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Ervin Santana is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Zach Granite the next to bat. He will lead this one off today.
Number 9, Zach Granite.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider swung on and grounded toward short. Polanco fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases, just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Santana offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 10 home runs, 39 driven in. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch, and that slider's almost in the dirt. Cisco stands at first with 1 out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Kepler. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
The 1-2 is in off the plate. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. The Twins coming up. No score. Dylan Bundy gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So stepping in, Brian Dozier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Eddie Rosario. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, 1 pitch ago he had only given up a single, but that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's Miguel Sano, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. None out, runners at first and second. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
First and second here with nobody out. High and deep to right center. Number 24 is there, and he has it for the out. The relay, and he is in there. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Logan Morrison. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's 5 for 14. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Looking at his career totals, Morrison has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Morrison, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over .250, 10 home runs and 43 RBIs. And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The 0-1 on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. So digging in now, number 24, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
In now for the O's, Tim Beckham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Into the box now, Edwin Rios, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out, nobody on.
Nope,
and that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So very nice work there by Santana. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. So here's Joe Mauer. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's just 1 for 6.
Joe Mauer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. A 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I have to count 2-2.
And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Count remains full. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Payoff pitch one more time. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty, one man out. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Just got a piece to the right side. And there are two away now.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jorge.
The next twin up,
Polanco.
Jorge Polanco, will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Granite, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. Set to get his day started, Austin Riley, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Riley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Nick Gordon.
Set to get his day started, Nick Gordon, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 9.
Ready for another chance. Zach Granite 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Brian Dozier. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Brian Dozier.
The pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He's set and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Dozier on at first, nobody out. He's running. Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. The 2-2 one more time. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Stepping in now, Miguel Sano, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down.
Nope.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 22 on the year, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He hit a sac fly earlier. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3 runs already home here. Now another one hit deep to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Has a look, now the pitch. Ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Byron Buxton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a slider. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Number 7, Joe Mauer.
Riding in once again, Joe Mauer. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
Morrison on third. Buxton is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And that misses. 1-1. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit, and bury that inside. It leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Hit down the line at first. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Jorge Polanco will be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside.
In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0. Weak chopper up the line. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Dozier. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. There's a shot out to right center field. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Andrew Kashner is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Andrew Kashner.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario, as he rips it on the ground to second. Beckham moving to his right. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. On now to the top of inning number 4. Twins lead it 8-0. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hayes, a 22-year-old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Chance here for Dozier at second. And that's the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Count still at 1-2. Mauer into foul territory. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still 8-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Logan Morrison.
Ready for another shot now. Logan Morrison. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home is taken. Strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at for ball 3. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Cashner sets his sights. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Beckham takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, number 24 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1. The bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Standing in, Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Beckham possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up to the plate, Edwin Rios. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning.
Byron Buxton.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball 1.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. Sent on the ground out to second. Beckham ranges to his left. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Joe Mauer.
Digging in once again, Joe Mauer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Got him to go down swinging there. Joe Mauer becomes out number 2 this inning.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Left side, but well foul. Cashner's ready. Here's the 1-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Riley in foul ground, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Twins 8 and the Orioles nothing. Striding in once again, Austin Riley will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nick Gordon.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Gordon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Riley gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To Dozier for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Zach Granite the next to bat. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco right there. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still 8-0. Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll begin things here against Andrew Kastner.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Drilled to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-0 home. Bounce to first. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
A high fastball is in there. Here it is on 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
If I'm on the mound, the guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Cashner pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Up around the face. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Granite racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 19th home run for him on the season as the blowout continues.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
In now,
Right
Max
fielder,
Kepler.
Max
As he
Kepler.
lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit hard on the ground is short. To his right, Gordon. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's the Twins 10 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready once again, Chance Sisco. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
And he lays off for ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario coming on into a slide as he makes a great basket catch. So that was a beautiful sliding catch for sure. So worth another look with Show Track. And I think it's evident that the excellent route efficiency up in the high 90s was the main reason he was able to get to that one. Into the box now, Austin Hayes. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the pitch. And low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on. Left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jason Castro is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Mauer, base runner at first with 1 out. One and 1 to Jason Castro. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
A runner on first with 2 away. One ball, 1 strike to count. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Cashner pauses. Here's the 2-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they're still in front 10-0. Digging in once again, number 24. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat. This one's down to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Tim Beckham.
Ready for another shot now. Tim Beckham. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Tim Beckham.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The 2-1 home. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Buxton is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Into the box now, Edwin Rios. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box, Austin Riley, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Three and 1. Rios stands at second with 2 gone. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Brian Dozier now, and he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here.
Brian Dozier.
First delivery to him on the way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready now for Baltimore. Nick Gordon starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rosario is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 9.
Zach Granite the next to bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
One out, nobody on. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So stepping in, Austin Hayes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
That's by him for strike 1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Can't find his own there, and it's 3-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Minnesota Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Irvin Santana earns his 8th victory of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Dylan Bundy is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching